Hello everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back. I'm Abina Collins and I'm here with
Tembeka Jele, Uzama Campbell.
and we had to talk about a few questions of the tools again. But also don't forget to check out our Instagram page, YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, TikTok as well to stay updated with all the topics for every month. And yeah, make sure you like this video as well.
Alright ladies, thank you so much for joining us. So we're going to be checking out another tool, and this one is called the 8 questions for teen parents. So it's designed to help parents talk about the tough questions that have to do with sexual and reproductive health with their teens or pre-teens. Nah? So are you ready to get into it?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are pretty much just asked to give us your honest opinion, and I'm gonna act like the parent and you guys are gonna be my teen, and I'll ask you questions and then we'll see if we can have a good conversation just to test if the tool is actually effective. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So do you feel comfortable and safe to have any conversation with me?
No.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Because you've never provided us, me actually, with a platform to open up about everything. There are only certain things I talk to you about, and like that's just basics. But depth, no.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, girl.
I actually feel like this topic is gonna be hard because we do not talk about the specifics. We just highlight like don't do this and don't do that, and it's just all that. So I really don't think I'm gonna be free to talk about it because you just highlight and be like, okay, fine.
Okay.
Well, for me, no, because also it's a two-way street. I don't know anything about you. You never told me. You only told me you walk for 10, 18 kilometers going to school and back. That's all I know. And also, you haven't built a relationship where I could be comfortable with talking to you instead of your friend. You understand? Like that type. Yeah. So, no.
So what if I say I want us to start that relationship now?
It's too late. It's gonna
Why?
be very hard. It's too late because now I have my own perspective about this certain topic. You are going to now install a whole different thing about it. What I know is not what you're gonna tell me. You're going to. I don't think you'd be able to also, as my parent,
Let's try.
because you're going to cut a hell of a lot of things
Out.
and it's just gonna be like I'm protecting my daughter or I'm protecting my son.
Yeah, she's just gonna be focusing on that key factors.
Yeah.
Just don't get pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't do this past a certain phase. Or like start doing this when you're this old or when
Yeah.
you're married.
But you guys are assuming I'm coming here to have a conversation without a tool. I have a tool here that's gonna ask questions and you can answer what you want and I'll answer what I can. And let's use the tool to see how the conversation goes.
Personally, yeah, maybe.
Can we try?
But also, we need to be sure that we're not lying to each other. Because without honesty, we won't get anywhere.
Okay,
Because
yes and no.
What do you mean no?
Like not no necessarily, but like agree to disagree. You have to come with pure intentions, number one. You have to know what you're gonna say to me. Don't use the tool to protect yourself
Okay.
from opening up to me. Because
Okay.
if you don't, how am I gonna open up to you?
Mm.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry for interrupting.
So if I agree that this is a neutral space, I'll be as vulnerable as I'm asking you to be as vulnerable with me. Can we come to an agreement to continue to have a conversation?
It will tell by time.
But can we try?
Yeah. Ish. No. Ish. Yes.
Tembeka, can you try? Abina, can you try?
She loads, unless we're honest. Yes, it was. But also, yeah.
You can only test my honesty if you let me try the tool.
Yeah, let's try it, ne? But also like, okay, but yeah, let's try.
It depends on where you gonna, or what you want to get from all of this.
So,
There's gonna be an end goal.
when a parent wants to have a conversation with you about the situation, is your hesitation the fact that you don't think parents are very honest and have good intentions?
Yes.
So they just want to be nosy and to find out if you're having sex or not?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the intention are never like, yo, I wanna know.
Pure.
Like a genuine concern.
The only thing.
Yeah, no, sort of no. You don't kill yourself like that. But I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm trying to protect you from going through that. So I went through this. That's how I got through it. What are you going through? Let's work together around it. Don't judge me because of the mistakes I've made before when we learn pants. Do you understand? So unless we're on the same page, I need to figure it out.
And then the problem I have is, like, the only thing you'd actually want to talk about is like sex and everything like that. What about other things? Don't just start with this. Start with other things that actually.
Yeah, I feel like it's a process to get there.
Yeah.
So start with the process and not the end goal.
Okay. I think that's sound. It's a relationship at the end of the day, and the safety and the comfortability of it is determined by, do we have that bond? Do we have that type of relationship to talk about certain things? Yeah, that's true. That's fair. So, well, I don't know now if you're going to evaluate the tool or not, because you didn't give me consent, and I can't move on without consent.
No, we can do it.
We can move on. Yeah.
Okay. For the purpose of
consent.
progress and okay. Thank you, ladies. So the second question is, what do I understand about teenagehood? So it's the parent who has to tell you what they understand about teenagehood. So a rough made up scenario would be, I understand teenagehood to be the time of exploration, of finding yourself, and mega enjoyment. But with a lot of misunderstandings of how the bigger picture actually fits in. But that's my understanding of teenagehood. Do you experience it the same or not?
Hey. Okay, with that, ne, this teenagehood thing is generalized, and that's the problem. Yeah. Because with you as my parent, you're gonna tell me that you're still young, explore and whatever. But whenever I make a mistake while exploring, it's, why did you do that? But you just gave me the permission to do it. Like,
Because that's how I know that's what teenagehood entails.
yes,
Yeah.
and also, don't tell me, I know teenagehood, wara, but you don't tell me what it is exactly. Instead of exploring, what am I exploring? Say, hi, Zama, you're going to be drinking a lot of rooibos when you turn 17. This is what you do to prevent you getting sick from rooibos or whatever. Yeah, with your understanding, give me a brief with extreme information.
Even though like the types are not the same, I think your point of view still matters with what is happening outside. We are still young. We're gonna explore. With your what can I say? With you giving me
My perspective and opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
that like I can go out and explore. If you give me or tell me what to go and explore, but tell me when I'm out there, this and this is what I'm gonna find.
Because it's not the same for everyone.
Yes.
The same way you guys warn us about friends, warn us about such situations. You understand? Because every parent, I believe, bangani batokiri. Okay, yes,
Kanjani.
bangirile, and I see what you're talking about. But pelele bangani kuphela. There are other things we need to get through, and you need to tell me what kuzowenzeka so.
That's teenagehood.
You understand?
personally, I feel like that's teenagehood. As a teenager, you hear that this is what happens when you're a teenager. You want to see it, then you do it, you make a mistake, you feel like, yo, I just made a mistake, and your parents do make you feel like, there you made the mistake.
Well, yeah,
But it's better to have been told and forewarned than to not have been told at all.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me and I'll go.
Because if that mistake happens, it's on me, and you're gonna say, but you didn't actually do anything.
Okay. But are you willing to hear me if I do tell you?
Indlela approach are important.
Okay. Okay.
Approach,
Is everything.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
But
what
also
would be
it
an
goes with
appropriate
when
approach?
you do it.
Okay.
Because now I've made my mind up about whatever I'm gonna do whenever I reach a certain age, because I'm exposed to it through social media. You guys didn't have social media like that, so now I see everything. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what teenagers do out there, you know. And every teenager just does something, and then every teenager is like, hey, she's doing that, or like a TikTok trend. Hey, I saw Olwake doing that, or like I saw Temega doing that, or like I saw Naledi, you understand? I saw Abina, she put a weave on. I also want to do that when I reach like 20 or something, you understand? So,
So when an approach, so what is an appropriate approach?
start as I'm developing. Now that you see that I'm developing, and you see that at this age I was exposed to this, tell me about that you're exposed to, because it's most certainly maybe 90% that I am going to experience the same thing, but I wouldn't know how to go about it. So I think you should just start. It's a step-by-step thing, not
The process.
when I turn 18, now you're going to tell me that at the age of 14 you're supposed to do this and this and this and that. Yeah.
Okay. Sure, you guys are coming hard at the parents, eh? The next one is, please tell me what you understand about love, the romantic kind. I'll sit back and wait for this one.
Okay, I'll start. What I understand about love is the romantic kind is different from the love I have for my parents. It's different because when I say I fall in love, sometimes it's just like a tingly feeling, like, oh, okay, like, or sometimes it's just connection. Yeah, for me it's like connection and how like, yo,
Everything flows. I'm not forcing.
yes, with
anything.
you, everything is natural.
Yeah, we're
That's-
talking.
Yeah,
We're
again.
vibing.
We're getting to know each other.
And
That's love for me. Yeah, love for me is just an understanding of the other person and having to work around that, and a feeling that I feel when I'm with my partner. I would say, hey,
My butterfly
my
girl.
boyfriend.
just feeling free around that person.
Butterflies. Can we talk about that?
Yes.
With butterflies, ne? That's a whole different kind of love. I think that's a last love.
Oh,
I'm sorry, okay?
Okay.
But if it's like, I'm going to see my boyfriend Abina tomorrow. Now when I see Abina, I feel butterflies like all the time.
So
That's my friend. We have that relationship, and the love is just like, oh, I love this person.
Okay.
But like, obviously butterflies here and there, that's my man. He's mine.
one
But
time.
not all the time. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have to get used to you knowing that you love me. I know that you love me. It's a feeling I have. Would say, hey, it's different from me seeing my male best friend or something like that. I know I love you more than I love this person, and the love is different. It's not the same.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What I understand about romantic love. whatsoever. Is that okay for me? It's okay, guys. I'm quite deep, but okay, it's alright. It goes back to like when I'm with you, I feel as though you're ngaba at peace. Do you understand? Like I can talk to you about any and everything. Like as much as Venice is all, you understand? But like we are able to talk about it and get through it together. You understand? But like also it's a thing of I mean I believe in being reassured a lot because it's Disney, I tend to so I need reassurance and what. So when I'm getting that from this person anything I'm done, to me that's everything. Do you understand?
So it's a present companionship.
Yes, like I need to feel your presence because
That's
mommy is here.
Okay.
So yeah,
Got your back.
connection.
yes,
Connection.
yeah,
Yes.
and I feel like akumele ngisabe ukusho ukuthi, you know, I went through this and this and this. Mang now, if I'm still hiding things that for me, if I'm calling Umtshela uThembeka as a boyfriend, I'm going to this and this happened. I wish you obviously in the first week, but like obviously as time goes on, if there are things I can't tell Uthembeka as Lumuten Julanai, I wouldn't say I'm fully in this because I believe in disclosing everything to a partner, even in friendships. If I'm able to tell Thembeka about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nale HIV was coming out as a boyfriend now, same gone to a point where Thembeka is safe space like I said. So it's not for me. It's not about my roses. Logo hamba comes along in the package, but I need to sit down and be comfortable with Thembeka. At the age of 16, njengoba boyfriend I did this and this and this and this and this, and ngazi ukuthi uThembeka angeke angijudge. So do you understand ukuthi for me that romantic love is not just nje ukuthi yo nawe siyakhuluma izinto ezifast. No, I'm able to pour out everything to you.
Okay.
You understand? So that
Yes.
for me,
Can I conclude also with that? Perfect. With the butterflies, I'm concluding with that. What she just said, perfect. Love shouldn't be a feeling. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Love shouldn't be a feeling. It should be like your connection, you being able to tell me whatever. Do you understand? It shouldn't be a butterflies because all the time
no,
butterflies.
That's why I said my butterfly. My butterfly. I'm not saying every time. I'm just saying, I'm happy with this. Like the piece I
But
said.
yeah,
I'm at not home because it's also but like I'm at peace. Like I'm happy. Like I'm with my man. As deep as we can get, like talking or whatnot. But for me, there still has to be that. You understand? So
Of course it's gonna be there.
mangithi my butterfly ngisho uphendula wena ukuthi ngikhuluma ngaloko angisho ukuthi vele every time when I say something no. I was just saying kukhomba ukuthi I'm at peace and I'm happy with this person. Ngiyafana vele ngiyafana.
But it's a very interesting way of your understanding of romantic love, because I think most parents think that when you guys think about love, it's more of, you think about gifts, you think about Valentine's Day, you think about a lot of the lights things. But I think the older you become, and you guys are older teens, you're not pre-teen, you're starting to see the seriousness of relationships and the depth of relationships. But very interesting. It's good to know you guys think very deeply about romance. The next question is, what scares me most about teenage dating and why? So this would be me as a parent having to tell you what scares me about teenage dating. And I would assume that most parents are afraid of teenage dating because of what I just explained now. That the understanding is usually that teens take dating very lightly, and they want the pleasures of the dating but don't understand the responsibilities thereof. So you have the connection, and it's not only a connection on an intellectual basis or a connection of how you feel about each other, but it's also this physical connection. And when you date, there might be a certain level of intimacy, and those is always a process of build up. So one after the other, one after the other. You always want more, from the touching of hands, the next thing is a hug, from the church hug to now a squeeze, from a squeeze to an embrace, and then it moves on to other things. You first were kissing on the cheeks, now you do French kisses, you know, it always progresses. So I think most parents are afraid that you underestimate the magnitude of even just dating itself and how quickly things can turn for you.
Can I say something? If we had the relationship and the bond and we're talking about every stage, you wouldn't have that fear. Because you actually get to know who Abina akacabanga njengozama. Give example, maybe Uzama is a reckless thinker. She just acts. And when I saw Uzama ubuye ekhaya nesizwe, so to decide ukuthi Abina nayo cabanga so, because you didn't take your time and sit down with me and explain to me ukuthi ukujola akuyi just ngalama hacks ngalama gifts. It gets deeper than that. So I feel like that's on parents. That's my personal.
I think also that affects how long-term your relationship could be, because parents don't tell us that it's an emotional bond,
Entanglement.
Yeah, exactly. So we only know that if you date, you're gonna come back with
because they make it an
or
example
HIV or STIs, or not even an example of a friend, but an example of someone who has never been taught. And actually experiences everything happens, and now it's visual to us, and parents think we're gonna get to that because we do not know. Honestly, you're not gonna tell me now Abina or Temega comes with a stomach and says, "Hi, Mgan, hamba," but I don't know that dating is actually emotional connection also. And like with that, for both parties, the boy would come and say, "Ew, dating is this. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it." Because why? I was not taught. So that's what I think.
Relationship, I have to work on myself before I can give myself to Uzama as my boyfriend. Do you understand? Because the knowledge mangena at the age of 16, I find mangena mangena 25. Do you understand? So with umzali monitorishayo along the way, I think we make better choices. I will judge. I think parents don't understand that Uzama unengqondo yakhe noThembe unengqondo yakhe noAbini now ucabanga in a different way. So when ama ungitshela ufuna ukungitshela ukuthi vale ingqondo yakho encane, awufuni ukungitshela in the sense of asingi-understand ukuthi Abini okule level le, so ngizom-approacha kule level le, mara ngim-understand ukuthi la ngikhona khona ngibona so. Do you understand? Without suppressing ingqondo yazama ngiyibhilithile the whole time zama umncane, but also like zama umncane, this is the way about it. When ucabangani ngisho uthi okay, I get you, but nayi uathi zama nayi bese we get
some opinion.
But I think just another spin to it is that teens are also all not the same, right? I think we must be fair and honest with that opinion, that you have parents who might want to rope you in and see you as a contributor to a conversation. At the end of the day, it's your life and you have to make the end goal decision. But not all teenagers also even allow you to give them an opinion. So not only do you also have a back and forth where you are right, some parents, they undermine you, they're very condescending, and then think ukuthi angengitshela umntwana and umntwana angeke ngitshele. So they don't want to hear. But you have a similar thing, because then you also have teens who are like, I actually don't need your opinion. So that also becomes very hard, because then parents also, they're humans just like you. They also get pretty intimidated and also don't know how to go about certain things.
That's the problem.
It's awkward. It's
Yes.
awkward, and it's hard to realize that you should have actually built a specific type of relationship with your child. It's hard to go back.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
but yeah, we live to learn. We live to learn. Yeah, it's hectic. And it's so fascinating now because you really do see how all things are interconnected. Because you are right. If your parent had the relationship to understand you, because I think parents do watch their children and they know your temperaments and behaviors, but they don't always respond appropriately and don't know how to approach you appropriately, and then you have things lost. The next question is, what do you know about sex? I would like to know what you know about sex.
There's different kinds. There's oral, there's penetration. Yeah, that's what I know about sex. And I must economize, I must avoid certain things. Yes.
Basically, right.
That's
Two types of sex.
yeah.
Things I'm supposed to do not do when concerning sex, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
How I protect myself and my person
Okay.
when we are having or doing sex.
Enye into esiyaziyo into abayisho bonke. Spiritual connection.
Soul ties. Yes. Honestly.
Ngoba shame abalikhohlwa lelo.
But do you actually know what sex is? I don't think so.
Wait, who doesn't know?
Tina.
You guys.
Yeah, because the kutshela izinto abashela zona uyasiva nje ukuthi
Yeah, you regurgitating just
Yes.
yeah.
because the first thing I said let's soul tie into abashela ngakuthi how when you have sex soul ties.
That's why
So,
it's
usima
people
imimoya.
manage what.
And
Yes.
khona ugogo wase MNSP wathi kimi.
Abina, now I have to cut that out of the video.
No, but it goes back to my soul ties. I'm just
Okay,
saying
okay.
wathi kimi. Yeah. Nina and understand ukuthi when men have sex ubetha yonke imimoya, that's why one day uzothola unedlozi.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Okay.
But like, what is sex to get to a point of a soul tie?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
What
What is a soul tie even?
The soul tie, they say, it's when whenever we dating, we have sex, like moya wako, we have a connection while having the sex, and then it just sticks. It's there. That's what I know about a soul tie. Yeah.
And actually,
depression.
yebo, safuna kubuyela
But
endaweni
That's
edlule.
why I put some depression.
Oh.
Just like
Yeah, uhamba
Because
wadoba
when they
imimoya.
Yes,
You-
it's a depression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, it goes back to ledlozi. But ledlozi bathi ayishola. Sengizobekisa examples asithi nebody count ya 7.
Yeah.
Lokho kuzothi kimi, yeah, ubuthe moya wakamaseko, wakasibanyoni, wakakuphi, and isibanyoni unjanjani, depressed. Wena that's why nyalo la so na sozomtshela nge-mental health ukuthi u-depressed uhamba wayodoba umoya wakalo, and then lo maseko unedlozi wena that's why nyalo uva ngathi ebusuku khona into ehluphayo, so you understand, but we yes madlozi akhona ayalwa wena wazela ukuthi, do you understand?
Yeah.
That's what we know ngoba nisitshela lona.
What is a soul tie?
I don't want to get into it because this is like a doctrinal thing now. I feel this needs a Bible study now because
Okay.
other videos
Bible study.